Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From Neshaminy High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Neshaminy High School. This is Don Mink, alongside Jerry Montella, Joe Ruck, and tonight's cameraman is Goody Marcuson for the second week, helping us bring the game to you, this second game of the District 1 playoffs. Garnet Valley comes in with a 9-2 record, and the Neshaminy Redskins come in with an 11-0 record. Should be a good one, Jar. 10 versus 2.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And I'm filling in for Pat Patterson tonight. He's down in sunny Florida. We have a really brisk night tonight. The wind's blowing left to right from your screen. It's blowing about 25 miles an hour right now. There's a grass field. This field is actually called Heartbreak Ridge. It was tagged that way back in '65. The lights back here were installed last year. Neshaminy, a little bit about Neshaminy. Last year they were 9-4. This year they're undefeated. Back in 2013 they were 13-2. They had a little bit of a slip in 2014, but it's all about their quarterback. This quarterback, his name is Mason Jones, number 8. He's 6'3", 196. He's got 2,500 passing yards. He's got 32 TDs in his career. He started back in 2014. They went 4-6. Last year they went 9-4, and now they're undefeated. So he's progressed a lot. Their other kid, their other player, who's a running back, is Will Dogba. He's number 7. He's 5'9", 187. They're seniors. He's got 1,300 career yards. He's got a 7-point average carrying the ball. And last year, Mason Jones, they were down in the third quarter, 21-7.
21-7.
And they came back, scored 2 touchdowns late in the fourth quarter. He was 15 for 39 for 270 yards, 4 TDs. He's got 4.6 speed. So it's really going to be about Garnet Valley's defense and how they can control both Jones and Dogba.
Their outside linebacker, sophomore wide receiver Ole Manzik, caught 3 TDs, including 212 yards pass receiving last week.
Yeah, he's
as well.
He's a 6'2", 190-pound junior. He leads the team in tackles. He's got 64 total and 5 sacks. Their other will come back after the
national
anthem.
Garnet Valley will be receiving and moving right to left across your screen. There was an accident on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and the fan buses are just arriving. The player bus came up very early, And we, the members of this broadcast team, came up in separate vehicles and haven't been here all that long either because of this.
There was
this whole area was a quagmire.
It took about 2 hours to get here, but there's a huge crowd here for Neshaminy, and Garnet Valley's fans are just now getting here. Garnet Valley's, they played Neshaminy back in 2008. Neshaminy came to Garnet Valley in a playoff game. GV got up about 14-0, and then Neshaminy took control of the game, scored 21 points in the second half, and won that night. It was a really, really cold night that night back in 2008 for those of you who were there. Neshaminy comes here. They beat Penn Ridge 26-21. They're 11-0. They've scored over 400 points, and they're averaging 37 points a game. So it's going to be a tough. Garnet Valley's defense has to play big tonight.
Yes, they do.
We suspect that, Neshaminy's going to throw the ball a lot. Maybe
Buttermore hits
quarter.
the ball short, taken at about the 15-yard line. And out to the 25.
All right, good start by Garnet Valley. They controlled.
Number 2, Joel Stills.
Controlled the kickoff. Really only gave him about 5 or 10 yards. Good start. Neshaminy has about 900 boys in their school. Garnet Valley's playing with about 550, 600. So Neshaminy has a pretty stout, big line, and we'll see what happens with Garnet Valley's defensive line here.
As you can see, Neshaminy spreads the field. This time it's a run. Good stop up by the fellas up front for Garnet Valley.
Good start by Garnet Valley, controlling the line of scrimmage. You have Neshaminy, they're actually going into the win. So I know the quarterback Mason Jones likes to throw a lot. It's going to be a little bit tougher to throw long tonight. You might see him, do some sprint outs and some short passes because of this win in their face.
That first tackle was by Mac McClanahan. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Complete. Inside.
Yeah, he got about 15 yards.
Number 10, Mike Garlick.
Nice quick pass, and that's probably what you're going to see here, given the fact that you have this strong wind blowing in their face. That was a nice, middle hook that the receiver did. Mason Jones, guy 6'3", has got a good, strong arm, and you're going to see him passing, I think, a lot tonight.
3 wide receivers to this side. Ball handed off underneath. Again, good defensive play by Garnet Valley.
Nice play by 53 on defensive line.
Josh Shiraki.
I guess Neshaminy's going to try and balance it up a little bit. Maybe they've run now twice on first down. You're probably going to see a little pass here. He's got a quick release. He gets the ball out pretty quickly. Again, they're only running maybe 5-10 yards.
Spread formation, handoff underneath again. Brought down by Rob Monticello.
Real nice job by Monticello pursuing that from the far side. Got into the background. He got into the backfield and then rode him down. Nice job. This is definitely going to be a passing down here. See if Garnet Valley can get some pressure on the quarterback. This quarterback has a pretty quick release, though.
Mason Jones likes to put it up. Back to pass. Here comes a rush. Wide open down the middle. Ole Manzik. It's the fellow that had 3 touchdown passes, or pass receptions for touchdown last week. This one for about 60 yards.
Yeah, the pass actually was only about 20, 30 yards, and he threw the ball right on the money. It was a perfect pass. He threw it where the receiver could just, put his hands up and outran the coverage. It was a little post across the middle, and Garnet Valley didn't have a safety back, so kudos to Neshaminy.
Dylan McDonald to kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Almost blocked by Garnet Valley. Good hustle on the extra point, but that nice pass by Jones. He had some time. He had some time to throw the ball. He set his feet. He had a nice release and hit his guy in stride over the middle.
With 9:33 left to play in the first quarter, Garnet Valley is down 7-0.
Now the receiver has some size. He's 6'2", 190. He's a junior. He's their top receiver, and Garnet Valley is going to have to make some adjustments to take away that play. If they can keep the ball in front of them, they'll do a better job.
The rush defense has been very sound, but that seam pass right down the middle was easily taken in for a touchdown.
He threw it where he had to throw it. I mean, he just made a nice play, nice pass. Garnet Valley was a little bit behind him, and the receiver showed some speed once he caught the ball.
McDonald to kick again. He apparently does not hit the ball deep because both Nealon and Buttermore are lined up at the 20-yard line.
He's having a little bit of problem with the wind. And he's going to have to hold it.
Kick is up. Short. Taken by Nealon at the 25. Out to the 40. And brought down. Forward progress to the 40-yard line. Garnet Valley will put it in play there. 1st and 10.
Yeah, he didn't kick it hard, but the wind really held that ball up. I mean, it stopped it at about 20 yards. Nealon did a nice job of coming up and making the catch in the air. He actually had a little opening there, but it closed pretty quickly. So we know what Garnet Valley is going to do. They may just start running, but they have the wind to their back, so you never know.
He set his forward progress to the 38-yard line. Second man is Buttermore. Gets to the outside. Now cuts it inside. And outside again. Inside the 45-yard line to about the 43.
That's a 20-yard run. Nice job by Buttermore. Having the defensive tackle miss, and then he got to the outside.
Jerry,
really nice job.
I watched a couple games this week to see if Neshaminy, what kind of a rush defense they had. And everybody was throwing against them because they got behind. I never saw anybody rush against them.
Buttermore did a nice job actually holding on to the ball. Their defensive back came up and tried to take it out of his hands. They got to watch that.
Buttermore underneath. No, it's pitched out. Outside, on the sideline, inside the 40-yard line is Lassick.
I tell you, Neshaminy has some pretty stacked guys up front. Number 76, number 40, number 58, 69. I mean, they're carrying there's some big boys out there right now on Neshaminy's front line. So Garnet Valley's doing a nice job moving this ball. It's a pickup of about 7 yards.
68, 69, and 76 are all 250 plus. Giuliano keeps it himself inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line.
Nice read by Giuliano. I mean, it's like a 30-yard run there. Giuliano faked the ball right and kept it, and he found the seam and went right to the middle. Right now, Garnet Valley's got Neshaminy on their heels.
Garnet Valley has to run the ball and try to keep that potent offense of the Redskins off the field. Giuliano keeps it himself again. Inside, touchdown.
Oh, nice job by Giuliano.
14-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Garnet Valley's, they found a little seam on that left side of their offense. Neshaminy seems to be a little bit confused on that fake. Nice job by Garnet Valley taking the ball all the way down the field for a touchdown.
Buttermore to kick. Palace to hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good.
We got a tied game here.
8 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and we have 2 touchdowns on the field.
That was a real good response by Garnet Valley.
Let's look at Giuliano's touchdown run.
Yeah, what you see there is Neshaminy defense is collapsing on that fake up the middle. Giuliano did a nice job reading that, taking the ball, tucking it in, and then getting to the outside and then cutting inside for the touchdown.
There he is. Yep.
So,
fake the pitch out wide and cut it up inside for an easy 14-yard touchdown run. Easy is easy for me to say.
Yeah, that's a good response by Garnet Valley. I mean, Neshaminy comes in here 11-0. They just had 7 points scored on them, and Garnet Valley did what they usually do, and that's run the ball. And then on the opposite side, you have Neshaminy doing what they do best, and that seems to be throwing the ball. So it's going to be a good game here tonight. They're playing on a grass field. Garnet Valley's used to playing on turf, but, they've played on grass fields at Springfield.
Yes, Garnet Valley purposely practiced on the grass and dirt field yesterday to get a feeling for it. Buttermore hits it. It goes out of bounds. It will come out to the 35-yard line, and I don't think Garnet Valley feels all that displeased with just giving them the ball at the 35. At least it prevents a long run back.
So we need to see what adjustments Garnet Valley is going to make now here on defense. Neshaminy's come out in the last couple of plays, ran the ball first time, ran the ball second time, and then threw. So they're going to mix it up between pass and run.
Neshaminy has only given up 14.27 points per game, so Garnet Valley's already at Neshaminy's halfway point, just 4 or 5 minutes into the game. Deep rollout and handoff underneath. Dogba gets over the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
5-yard run, yeah. Neshaminy had the extra back in the backfield. They were playing with a single back last series, but they came out with the second back. He was a lead blocker, and they're trying to get to that outside on that end around.
We'll call it 2nd and 4.
They're keeping another running back now in the backfield. He's got man coverage up top.
Keeps it himself. Nice play. Reverse pivot. Faked it to the outside and kept it himself. Mason Jones picks up the first down.
Yeah, well-designed play by Neshaminy. Quarterback kind of reached back as if he was going to hand it off to the running back and just turned around and found the hole. He read the hole up front and got through it pretty quickly. He's got 4.6 speed. Quarterback's a very good athlete.
3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Hand it off underneath. And getting to the outside, this side, about a 7-yard gain, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
First one of the night. It appears to me a couple of times that their wide receiver in the middle has gone off sides a couple of times.
Illegal shift. That was probably the motion that you saw, Jer.
Yeah, he's done it 2 or 3 times now. He seems to be getting a really good jump off the ball, but I think he's going a little bit early, and that's maybe what they call it. It was the middle player from Neshaminy, the wide receiver, that seems to be jumping a little bit. Well, that's a break. It's a break for Garnet Valley. I suspect that maybe you might see a run here, or you might see a pass here.
7:22 left to play in the first quarter. Fake throw over the middle.
And that was the same kind of run. He just did a kind of slant, about a 10-yard slant over the middle. The ball was well thrown. Timing was off a little bit, and Garnet Valley did a nice job of breaking it up.
Ball was intended for Corey Joyce, number 25, incomplete.
You might see a
Another
draw.
penalty against Neshaminy, but Garnet Valley refused the penalty.
You might see a draw here or something, maybe to pick up about 5 or 10 yards.
Illegal shift again, Jared. Maybe that same slot.
Yeah, it's a slot guy who seems to be moving a little bit early. So
it's 2nd and 15. Neshaminy at their own 40-yard line.
Haven't seen a screen or a draw. They got an extra back in the backfield.
Man in motion. Ball's handed off underneath to Dogba. He picks up about 4. Rob Monticello on the tackle.
Nice job by Garnet Valley's defensive line here to hold him. It's a big third down play. It's 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, right at the 45-yard line.
Garnet Valley gets to hold them, I would think that the punt's not going to go that far, so they may get good field position here on a turnaround. But this quarterback's got a really strong arm. You might see an out here up top.
Standing tall is Mason Jones. He gets out, comes down this sideline, and loses the ball at the 50, and the ball is out of bounds. It will still be Neshaminy ball, but he is short of the first down. They had him deep in the backfield, but couldn't wrap up.
Yeah, the quarterback's very athletic. He made a nice play to get out of the pocket, but what a hit by Garnet Valley's player on him. I mean, that hit was hard and popped the ball right out.
I think it was number 20, Dave Wood.
Looks like they're going for it on 4th down.
4th and 4.
Which makes sense. I mean, the punt isn't going to go that far given this wind in her face.
Number 10 moved quickly. Slot back, number 10, Mike Garlick, jumped.
Well, I didn't see a flag. Yeah, there's a flag on the far side.
Yep.
They may punt the ball now, given the fact that we came back 5 yards.
It is Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans in our audience. Thank you for your service.
Nice job by Garnet Valley holding
Penridge blocked the punt last week and took it in for a touchdown. Buttermore and Neal in deep.
Got to watch a fake punt here.
Good snap. Kick is away. And the wind holds it up. It didn't even get to Buttermore.
Now that wind's blowing really hard out there. It's about 25, 30 miles an hour, and it's just really holding those balls up. So Garnet Valley has the ball. They did a nice job on that possession. A couple of nice hits.
Some assists from Neshaminy penalties.
They had 3 penalties because, legal procedure. So let's see if Garnet Valley maintains their ball control here and if Neshaminy makes any adjustments on Juliana.
Second man through is Lassick. He picks up maybe 1.
There seemed to be a little mistiming on that play between the handoff. I don't know if somebody went the wrong way or not, but that was that little dive, fake dive up the middle and then hitting the guy on the cross.
Kyle Osterhout on the tackle, number 76. 2nd and 9. Second man through. Lassick over the 50.
What a nice run by Lassick. I mean, there was a small hole, and he slithered through it and got to that second level and just kept going. Nice run by Lassick.
1st and 10 at the Neshaminy 48-yard line. 5:29 left to play in the first quarter, and the score is tie at 7. Giuliano keeps it himself. Looks like he picks up a first down.
Well, they really have Neshaminy off balance on that play. That's the 3rd time they've run it. Juliana's doing a nice job of faking and holding the ball, keeping it, and going around that left side. So Garnet Valley's found something on Neshaminy's defense here
saying
that
Garnet
they're
Valley
taking
is
advantage
short of
of.
a first down.
Tried to get him to go off. Long count. Let me see the dive here.
Lassick down the middle, looking for a block, but doesn't. He gets tackled inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line.
Well, there was the dive, and it worked to perfection. There was a really nice hole in the middle of the field.
Sure was.
And, there was nobody in the middle of the field to stop him. What a nice run.
That's Alex Yao and Chad Rivnak on this side opened a huge hole for Lassick.
They've really got Neshaminy on their heels right now. They're trying to guess where the ball's going, and they're not making plays.
First and goal at the 2.
Touchdown.
Lassick into the end zone, untouched.
Well, I tell you, that was a really nice drive by Garnet Valley. I mean, they came out on the 35, 30 yards, and 5 or 6 plays later, they're in a touchdown. The boys up front are really doing a nice job with their sustaining their blocks.
Buttermore will kick. Kicks up. Man came in from the wing. Nearly got there.
Great start by
Number
Garnet
2,
Valley
Joel
here.
Stills. Garnet Valley up 14-7. Go ahead, Jared. I'm sorry.
No, it's a great start by Garnet Valley. I mean, second weekend in a row they're traveling. They're playing a really good team. Team's 11-0. Team came out, scored a touchdown, and you're thinking, oh man, here we go. But Garnet Valley's. It looks like they're very well prepared. They're holding their blocks, and they're making some. The quarterback is making some really good reads right now. The backs are running hard.
This veer with the multiple options that Giuliano has, if Neshaminy's looking into the backfield, they don't know where the ball is, so they better just stay with their keys and not pay attention to the.
And you're now in the 11th, 12th game, and Giuliano's had 11, 12 games to get that experience to make those reads, and it's really paying off at least in the first quarter tonight.
Buttermore kicks. Short. Taken at the 30, 35, 40-yard line. That was number 40, Hayden Rooney. He's their fullback.
Nice
carrying
job.
The ball.
Nice job by Garnet Valley to contain it. Neshaminy's going to have some pretty good field position on their 40-yard line, so let's see what they do now that they're behind by 7. You may see them open it up a little bit more.
Do a shout out to Mike Ricky's dad, Len Ricky, who's watching at home. Also to Dave Mink, who is watching at home.
4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Hand it off underneath to Dogba. He picks up a couple.
Yeah, Dogba.
Monticello in on the tackle again. We've called his name a number of times already, along with Shiraki.
Well, Dogba's their go-to guy. He's a 5'9", 187 senior. He's got 1,300 career yards. He averages 7 yards a carry and about 120 yards per game. So Garnet Valley's done a nice job so far in containing him.
Two wides away from us. Thrown to the outside, incomplete.
Well,
Shane Donegan got his hand up. I don't know whether he touched the ball or not.
Yeah, that was that quick release I was talking about earlier tonight. It was simply a slot guy who did a 5-yard, 8-yard hook, and the ball was there, but it was thrown a little bit low.
3rd and 8 at the 45.
They move 10 out in the slot. Comes the rush.
He gets outside, does Jones, and he picks up the first down and then some. Gets to the Garnet Valley 40-yard line.
Well, there's that 4.6 speed I was talking about. He's a really good athlete. Garnet Valley did a really nice job of trying to come up with a blitz. They blitzed their linebacker up the middle. They picked it up, and there was really nobody on that outside. But there's a flag on the far side of play. So
at about the 44-yard line. Motion again.
And again, it seems like that slot guy seems to be living a little bit early. Well, that was a huge penalty on Neshaminy's
sure
part.
Was.
They had picked up about 20 yards and a first down, and now it's 3rd and 12. So right now it's more what Neshaminy's doing with penalties on their offensive side. They've really stopped themselves here, so Garnet Valley needs to take advantage of it.
3rd and 12. Ball's at the 39-yard line of Neshaminy.
They've thrown 2 passes over the middle now. See where they go this time around. It's going
Jones
outside.
throws to the outside, incomplete.
Yeah,
to the hands of Garlic.
That was a ball that could have been caught.
4th and 12. They will punt, and the last punt was stiffened by the wind.
Well, Garnet Valley certainly dodged the bullet on that one with that penalty. Because they had
Denny Nealon is in single safety to receive this punt.
Yeah, I don't think this ball is going to more than about 20 or 30 yards with the wind.
Here comes Garnet Valley. The ball straight up. Gets to the. It didn't get to the 50. And rolling backwards. That will be a 1-yard punt.
That ball went about 15 yards in the air and came back about 10 yards and then bounced backwards. So Garnet Valley is going to have the ball with a really good field position on the 40-yard line.
Do we have that, Joe? We'll watch this punt again. He gets it away, and the flight takes it to at least the 50.
50, and then it came back.
Came back. Buttermore picks up maybe 1.
Well, you probably are going to see Neshaminy throw in the second quarter because they're going to have the ball. They're going to have the wind at their backs. So you got to be careful of that. Garnet Valley needs to take advantage here now with the wind at their back and try and get some more points out of this first quarter.
2:16 left to go in the first quarter. Garnet Valley leads 14-7. Oh, as soon as he touched the ball,
and Neshaminy did a nice
Lassick
job.
was hit.
They've made an adjustment up front, and they have now their 4 linebackers all packed in. So
that was the linebacker coming into the gap.
Yeah, what they've done is it looks like they've taken both their linebackers. 2 are on the left side, 2 are on the right side to take away Juliana's fake around the end. They really have nobody in the middle of the field.
3rd and 10. Garnet Valley calls timeout. Had trouble getting that play called. Let's say shout out to Paxton Hunt, his friend Patrick Matthews. I want to say hello to Pat Patterson and Ron Hudacek, who are in the Fort Myers airport watching us on a phone.
Well, if you're going to see Garnet Valley pass here, it's going to probably be on this play. I mean, they got the ball they got the wind at their back. There's plenty of room out there. You might see them take a shot here, maybe go down, get that first down. I haven't seen Garnet Valley run a screen yet in a while. Have you, Don?
No, they have not. 3rd and 10 at the 40. It's that wheel route. It's going to be a quarterback draw, but nothing happened.
Nah, nothing happened. It just didn't develop the way they schemed it out.
Buttermore's now to back the punt with the wind at his back.
Yeah, give kudos to Neshaminy on that stop three plays.
Buttermore aims for the sideline, but it goes into the end zone and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Well, it was a nice job by Neshaminy, taking control of the line of scrimmage on those 3 plays.
Yes, Garnet Valley ran at will the first 2 possessions, and then this possession
They made an
adjustment.
Neshaminy made an adjustment. They took 2 linebackers, kind of moved them over to on top of the tackle side on both sides of the ball. So, but the middle was open. Let's see if Garnet Valley makes the adjustment.
Hand it off to Dogba. He breaks free, gets up the middle, gets a first down, out over the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Dogba's a pretty smooth runner. I mean, they're pretty big up front. He waits a little bit to make sure the hole opens up, and then he kind of slips through it. He's got some low gravity. He's got good speed. That's why he's got a 7-yard average.
Tackled by Sam Rudolph, but not until after he picked up 10 yards.
Neshaminy keeping the extra back in the backfield.
Mason Jones tries that quarterback keeper that he was successful on before, and Garnet Valley stopped this one for a loss.
Yeah, what they do is they have the fullback lead to the right, and the other back goes to the right, and Jones kind of fakes it and then goes the opposite way. But Garnet Valley was up to speed on that play. Gave him nothing.
It will be 2nd and 11 when we start the second quarter. Garnet Valley leads 14-7.
Well, Neshaminy's certainly in the dogfight. Garnet Valley came up here pretty prepared. They look pretty crisp tonight. They look well prepared. It's going to be interesting to see what Neshaminy does now that they have the win at their back. I think you might see some more passing here in the second quarter by Neshaminy.
With a win at their back.
Garnet Valley's got to be on their game tonight with this passing game of Neshaminy.
Public address announcer has just acknowledged Veterans Day and had all the veterans in the stands stand, and for a well-deserved round of applause.
Good first quarter by Garnet Valley. Didn't really have any penalties, I don't think.
Nope. And
so
their first 2 possessions, they drove right down for touchdowns.
Yep. Got 3 quarters left. Let's see what Garnet Valley can do. And certainly if they do well here, this would be a huge victory and a big upset. But a lot of game left.
2nd and 11. Mason Jones throws it underneath and just short of the first down is number 10, Mike Garlick. Not a big guy.
Now,
5'8", 162, but he ran hard there.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we said, though. I mean, they have the ball, they have the win at their back right now, and the first play right off the bat is a pass, little out by the receiver. Neshaminy's mixing up their skill guys right now.
Brought three players in.
The guys they
high numbers.
Yeah, the guys they took out were small, and these guys are big. You probably see a run here.
Dogba, first down and beyond, and he's tackled just short of the Garnet Valley 40.
Yeah, that substitution, they took 2 of their small guys that came in, and they brought in like two bigger guys, and they just
Sam Rudolph
ran the ball. Now number 40 and 85 is coming off, and now they bring back their smaller wide receivers.
Sam Rudolph and Dave Wood combined on the tackle, but not until first down at the Garnet Valley 40-yard line.
Garnet Valley needs to see that the substitutions that are taking place there. Ball.
Mason Jones, the
Oh,
ball
he
is
picks
loose.
it up.
Garnet Valley picks it up.
He's going
And
to go
going
in.
down the field is number 18, Sam Rudolph, for a touchdown, a 60-yard fumble recover touchdown.
Wow, what a play by the Garnet Valley player. That ball came out, and it was rolling on the ground. He picked it up in full stride.
Sam Rudolph.
And just took off into the end zone.
See if we have it here. After the extra point, we'll take a look at it.
60-yard fumble return by the Jaguars.
Neshaminy turned it over 4 times last week. A fumble, 2 interceptions, and a blocked punt.
Well, actually, Neshaminy was moving the ball there for a couple of plays, and, it was a hard hit. I didn't
Buttermore
see
to
who
kick
hit
into
it.
the wind, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Garnet Valley leads 21-7. It's the same score that Penridge had them last week.
There we
Here's
go, up the
hit,
middle. The hit.
and Sam Rudolph picks it up, and it is gone.
And he was going full speed when he picked it up and never broke stride.
And Chad Rivnak gave him an escort the last 10 yards.
What a big play by Garnet Valley. I mean, those kind of plays, it's really been what Neshaminy's not been doing, and they've been, first couple of possessions they've had some penalties, and now this big fumble. So whenever you can get 6 on a fumble return, you're doing pretty well.
Garnet Valley will be kicking into the wind. If we're emphasizing the wind, it's because it's an important part of this game tonight.
Yeah, it's going to play a factor. It has already. I mean, field possession in itself, with regard to Neshaminy being able to punt the ball or not being able to punt the ball, it's really helped Garnet Valley. Garnet
Valley sets the kickoff. Buttermore sits near this hash mark. Looks like he's just going to punch it high. He does. Punches it high and taking on a fair catch. And a guy's running with the ball.
Well, I think what happened was there was a fair catch, and the other guy came back and caught it, and you can't run with it once a player tells everybody he's going to fair catch it.
Justin Stamford made the catch.
Yeah, once he makes the motion, he can't move the ball forward.
So first and 10 for Neshaminy at their own 31-yard line.
Well, still in a game. I mean, Neshaminy's been mixing up with, run, pass, but you may see them try and hit some shots to get back in this game. Got a quarterback and can really throw, so Garnet Valley's got to be ready for it.
Garlick and Canamore come wide to this side. Ball's handed off underneath the Dogma, and he's taken down by Monticello and Donegan in the backfield.
Man, they really came off their blocks. They were in the backfield. They gave no space whatsoever to the running back.
3-yard loss. Almost certainly a passing down now.
Yeah, you might see one or two things. You might see them come over here to the wide side of the field. They ran number 10 in the backfield a little bit for a little screen pass. That they may do that. He's in the slot. He may come in motion to the short side of field. No motion.
No rush. Mason Jones tries to get outside, throws it down the field, incomplete. Jones bought enough time to get the pass off, and Ole Manzik tried to make a sliding catch, but just wasn't able to bring it in. Third down and 13.
Garnet Valley was really fortunate on that play because Olzik, their wide receiver, was wide open. But, quarterback's running right. He's being chased, and the pass was a little bit behind him and low.
3 wides to this side. Here comes the rush. Throws to the outside. Garlick makes the catch, and Nealon is right on him.
Really good play by Denny
Gets
Neal.
back to the original line of scrimmage.
To stay with him. That's a long throw on the out. I mean, it's a long way to throw on that wide side on the out. The ball stayed up a little bit, gave Nealon the opportunity to get to his man. As soon as he caught it, he got him down. It was only a couple of yard pass, 2-yard pass.
Nealon and Buttermore are deep, standing just inside the 35-yard line.
Good job by Garnet Valley holding him.
Good snap. Punt is away. It's a wobbler. And it will roll dead or out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, again,
Garnet Valley leads 21-7 with 8:43 left to play in the first half.
Again, Garnet Valley is going to get good field position. They're really doing a nice job up front with their Neshaminy's running game.
And not surprisingly, Garnet Valley has not thrown the ball.
I don't think you're going to see it here with their win in their face, but you never know. Last week they went for it on, fourth down, right? Or third down when you were least expected it.
Handoff straight ahead, off right tackle.
Good hard run by number 7.
Danny Guy.
And it's good to see him back. I mean, he missed a couple of games with an injury. He ran hard that time and got the extra yards after he was initially hit. So it's good to have Danny Guy back in the backfield.
Blocks on this side by Jake Early and Chad Rivnak. Giuliano pitches. Danny Guy's tripped up in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
Neshaminy did a nice job at stretching that play out. They're playing a 5 or 6 man front right now.
Guy is out, and 26 Lassick is in.
Both teams are making substitutions on the fly here.
2 wides to this side. Burba and Davis. Straight ahead goes Lassick.
Pick up about 3.
3rd and 10. 7:40 left to go in the first half. Garnet Valley leads 21-7.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Garnet Valley does. Do they try and put the ball in the air with this wind? They typically don't throw the ball. Now they got the wind in their face. They might do something just, conservative here to try and get field position.
Oh, and it's a pass. Tipped. 24, John Hughes.
Yeah, he made a nice play because
it
looked like Giuliano had put that ball right on the money.
Davis had a seam in the
it's a real nice route.
Made a nice play.
Yeah, it was a nice route that he took. It's a little slant over the middle.
Corey Hughes back to receive the punt. Buttermore gets a rugby-style run and kick, and the ball rolls inside the 30.
Nice kick by
that was
Buttermore.
Haven't seen that this year.
Nah, you know what? He's able to keep the ball low like that, and he got a nice bounce. Got 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
Ball's at the 24-yard line of Neshaminy. They trail Garnet Valley 21-7 with 7:07 left to play in the first half.
Garnet Valley's playing their typical 4-man front. They have a linebacker standing up on the end.
Jones hands off. Bertone stands up the blocker and allows
34 did a really nice job.
Josh Shiraki makes the tackle.
Of standing his ground, making sure that the running back didn't get on the outside of him.
2nd and 8.
Garnet Valley is now playing a 4-man front, and they move 34 over to the top side.
Jones hands off the dog, but he's hitting the backfield. Rob Monticello is playing a great game.
Yeah, that front line is really playing or really getting inside the Neshaminy's guards and tackles right now. They're really not giving a running back any space at all.
Loss of 2, so it's 3rd and 10.
Well, I think you're going to see a pass here.
Yes.
What do you think, Don?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come with, they could come with a little screen or they like that middle of the field.
One wide to each side, one man slot.
Got to watch number 5.
Ball's thrown, tipped. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. In there was Rob Monticello and Shane Donegan. I don't know which one got the hand up, but
it looks like there's
there is
a flag
penalty
on the far side.
Same penalty. Somebody's moving too soon for Neshaminy, and it's declined.
Yeah, it's really hurt him tonight.
4th down.
But really nice job by the Garnet Valley rush, really putting pressure on Mason Jones, making him, throw a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
Nealon and Buttermore back deep for Garnet Valley to receive the punt at about the 40-yard line.
Be nice to get a block here. Got to make sure they keep him checked, though.
High snap. Oh, there was a man there available to block that punt, but it goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Drew Mayers looked like he had a beat on it, but stayed away so as not to get a penalty.
Well, Garnet Valley has come to play tonight.
They
There's
sure
no
have.
doubt about that. I mean, they're playing on both sides of the ball, defense, offense. They seem to be well prepared tonight. They're keeping the mistakes to a minimum, and running backs are running hard. Quarterbacks make some nice reads, and the defensive line is just really has taken over this game for Garnet Valley. But be nice to get a nice long drive here.
Lassick and Buttermore in the backfield with Giuliano. Giuliano keeps it, picks up a couple. Oh, he picked up 5.
Looks like we have an injury for Garnet Valley. Number 78's kind of limping, coming off the field. He's down on the ground. Well, that would be a big loss for Garnet Valley if he can't come back.
Jake Early comes in to replace him, but Alex Yao has been very good all season.
Yeah, he's been a stalwart out there, senior. He knows what he's doing. He's the heart of that offensive line. Let's hope he can shake it off and come back.
2nd and 5 for Garnet Valley at their own 39-yard line. Giuliano hands it to. Keeps it himself. Giuliano kept it himself because Lassick was hit right at the line of scrimmage, and Giuliano took one for the team there.
And that ball actually almost just came out.
Yep.
I mean, he did everything he could to keep the ball in his hands because Neshaminy came out with a really big rush that time.
It appears that where they set the ball, he gained a yard on that, and he was pummeled.
2, 3, 4. Neshaminy's playing a 6, actually like a 6-2 right now.
Right off the middle is Lassick off left tackle for a 1st down.
Yeah, and what happened in that play was Neshaminy was playing a 6-2. All their linemen were up, and they were blocked pretty good, which gave that quick hit by the running back to get through that line, get to the second level, and get the 1st down.
Joey D'Antonio and Chad Rivnak on the blocks. Giuliano keeps it himself and gets a yard or 2 to the 45.
We're actually playing, Neshaminy's playing almost like almost like a 6-4. They got 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage, 4 down linemen, two ends who are standing up. They got 2 linebackers who are playing there. That's 6'2". But then they bring 2 other linebackers kind of right off of their hips. So, they know Garnet Valley is going to run. And, again, that's what you see. You see a 6'4".
Second man through. Buttermore, first down. Ryan Shomo is in place of Alex Yao, and he threw a big block on that play.
Good offensive series here by Garnet Valley, getting 2 first downs, controlling the line of scrimmage. 3:18 in the second quarter, clock's running. But Garnet Valley's moving the ball. Points here would be really big going into the halftime.
Lassick and Giuliano had trouble on the exchange, and the ball goes over to Neshaminy.
And, of course, just as I say, points here in the halftime, we fumble the ball, and, it gives back some momentum to Neshaminy. Garnet Valley has to come out here now and stop them to make sure that they don't get any points going the other way. And Neshaminy's done a decent job in that middle between the 2 tackles and over center.
2:59 left to play in the half. Neshaminy takes over its own 35-yard line. Oh! They're trying to penetrate the center of that Garnet Valley line, and it's just not happening.
Yep, Garnet Valley really has taken away right now, at least, the running game, and it's probably going to force Neshaminy here to put the ball up in the air.
Mike Crescenzo on the rush, but
I think you're going to see a pass here.
2 wides to each side.
Really giving the slot guy some room here on the out.
Ball is tipped by Denny Nealon. Incomplete.
Well, the slot guy did a little out, and the wide receiver did just a vertical streak there. And I guess he was going for the vertical guy, and the ball was overthrown. A nice, well-designed play, though.
3rd and 10.
You may come back to that and hit the shorter guy. They like to move number 10 around the field. He's got some
He's at the top of your
good
screen.
Speed.
Mason Jones looks to this side. Caught! Denny Nealon went for the interception. And Oli Menzak makes the catch. Nice catch.
Yeah, it was a nice catch. I think he kind of misjudged the velocity on that throw. He went for the block and missed it, and receiver made a nice catch, nice hands catch. So they keep the drive alive with 2:18 left in the second quarter.
Mason Jones back to throw. Throws down this sideline, out of bounds, incomplete.
You got a late flag coming out there. I didn't see anything going on, but you got a late flag.
Where? The center of the field?
Yeah, center of the field. I think he's going to call holding on Garnet Valley. I mean, it's the only play that I could see, but that came out really late.
Really late, and seemed inconsequential to the play.
Yeah, I mean, the play was down
this sideline.
Down on the near sideline. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to call personal foul.
Coach Ricky won't like that. He can't take personal fouls.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Came in late. Well, that's a big play for Neshaminy. That's going to keep the play alive, and they're going to get really good field position here.
Ball's inside the Garnet Valley 40.
Here
comes a rush. Boom! Don Bertone.
Yeah,
loss of about 6 or 7.
What a nice job by Don Bertone. I mean, he gave no time at all to Mason Jones in the backfield. Big play by Garnet Valley here.
Loss of 7. 2nd and 17 at the 45-yard line of Garnet Valley. Jones looks to the sideline. Another good catch.
I don't think he had it. He was juggling as he went out of bounds, but they're gonna give it to him.
Ole Manzik makes the catch. He's right at the sideline.
Yeah, we're blocked by the players, but he was juggling as he went out of bounds, but they gave it to him, so he had a better look than we did.
3rd and 7.
Well, it's two down territory here
Certainly
with
is.
a minute and 33 left. Looks like they're going, maybe an out here.
Here comes the rush again. He throws it underneath to Garlick. Garlick looking for some running room. Gets inside and gets tackled. I think he makes the first down.
Yeah, and what they do is they release all the receivers long, and the wide receiver just sits down in the zone and takes his time, and then catches it. And he's quick, and he's very elusive. So you got to watch out for that. A minute and 16 left in the second quarter. Garnet Valley needs to stop here.
3 wides to the top of your screen. Jones looks that way, throws the circle pass, and Sam Rudolph was the closest man to that.
You got to know where number 5 is at all times, because that seems to be his go-to guy.
Was the intended receiver, but
looks like number 10 and number 5 are the go-to guys that they like to do it. You might see them, throw a little out to the running back here. They've been keeping him inside, but Garnet Valley's got to be aware of that.
2nd and 10. 1:02 left to play in the half. Here comes a rush up the middle, and they get him. Rob Monticello on the tackle.
Garnet Valley's really coming with a pass rush tonight.
Shane Donegan was blitzing as well, but Monticello was the one that got there.
It's the second or third sack here. I think Neshaminy's taking a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Indians, or the Redskins.
55 seconds left in the second quarter. That's a big play here. This is 3rd down and 15.
Yes, it is.
Garnet Valley's got to be aware of what they have before them. You might see Neshaminy try and get half of it right here, and then try for it on a 4th down. So, the little outs, 7-yard, 8-yard outs, 10-yard outs. So they got to be aware. Got to know where number 5 is and number 10.
And if
having
the offensive line of Neshaminy, you got to know where Rob Monticello is.
Yeah. Here's a
Here
screen.
comes a screen pass.
Yep.
Through the hands of Dogba.
And that was that play we were talking about. I mean,
Joe Thomas was nearby. So was Charlie Coslett. 4th and 17.
Garnet Valley got a little bit lucky because that was set up to get some yards after the catch. Went through his hands.
4th and 17. They're going to go for it. 51 seconds left to play in the half.
Big play of the game right here.
They're down by 2 touchdowns. Is Neshaminy? So
you don't want to give them life.
Manzik splits wide to this side. Trip receivers away from us.
Blitz up the middle.
Coverage. Here comes the blitz. Caught. No, incomplete. Through the hands of the intended receiver.
Good defense by Garnet Valley. Everybody was covered. They came with a blitz up the middle, which was picked up, but it forced the quarterback to throw the ball quicker than what he wanted to do. So the ball was a little high getting to the receiver, and Garnet Valley's got the ball. 47 seconds left. I think you're just going to see him, get out of here.
Run the dive plays. Yeah. If something breaks, if there's a hole, they'll run it. They'll keep going. But
I think you might see him just sit this one out and get to the second half. Why give up the chance of a fumble here and get the ball back to Neshaminy? Take a knee and get out of here.
Danny Guy and Buttermore in the backfield. Second man is Buttermore. He gets stood up after a gain of a couple.
I don't think they're going to run another play. Good first half by Garnet Valley here with 28 seconds left.
Garnet Valley scored on each of its first 2 possessions, just rushing the ball down the field. And their third touchdown was a pickup of a fumble by Sam Rudolph, who took it 60 yards for a touchdown. Garnet Valley has a turnover as well. And we leave at halftime with a Garnet Valley lead of 21-7. This is the same score that Neshaminy was down last week at halftime.
Well, we hope that's not an omen, but I tell you what, Garnet Valley's really playing good on both sides of the ball. I mean, their mistakes have been minimal. Their line has played well on both sides of the ball. Their offensive, scored 2 touchdowns, and the defense picked up 1. So they have a chance. I mean, Garnet Valley comes in here as the underdog, although they're 9-2. Neshaminy's undefeated, 11-0. They're putting up 40 points a game. Garnet Valley got a big momentum shift last week by beating CB South.
They certainly did.
And maybe it's carrying over to at least the first half here.
We will turn the halftime over to our associate technical guru, Joe Ruck. Joe, take it away.
After last week's miraculous win against CB South, which we will touch on later in the show, stay tuned for the full highlights of the game, including the key grab for Garnet Valley. So Garnet Valley's 9-2 with the win last week against CB South in the playoffs. These playoffs are single elimination, so if CB South is now out, Garnet Valley must win tonight's game against Neshaminy if they win to advance. Neshaminy is a great team. I'll also talk about them a little bit. They're undefeated this year. So Garnet Valley is up to 9-2 on the year. Great playoff win. They are on a 5-game win streak. Looking to make that 6 as we head on into the playoffs. Stay tuned. Thanks for viewing. No precipitation expected. The wind will create a minimal wind chill. We'll feel about 33 degrees at the coolest. Gusty winds to start things off. It dies down as the game goes on. Low humidity. No rain expected. Great night for football. The history of this matchup. These two teams have only played one other time. It was a similar situation, a playoff matchup in 2008 where Garnet Valley lost 21-14 after blowing their 14-0 lead. It was a similar weather conditions to this game, cold, dry. We actually found the film of this game, a 2-minute clip highlighting the exciting moments Neshaminy overtook Garnet Valley. Hopefully it's the opposite tonight. Garnet Valley can come and upset an undefeated Neshaminy. the official 6A bracket. North Penn demolished Haverford, 16th seed. Springford, the favorite, came in and won. Ridley, no problem with Plymouth Whitemarsh. Coatesville, domination out there. Perk Valley, so really not many upsets besides Garnet Valley over CB South. Every other game was an expected outcome. So Garnet Valley, momentum on their side, 5-game win streak, looks to come in and beat undefeated number 2 seed Neshaminy, who struggled against Penridge. You see, it was a 5-point game. I do believe this one went into overtime. Garnet Valley has a great chance to win this game. It's 100% possible. They play like last week. Great chance of doing that. Cornerbacks looked awesome. So up top, you got North Penn and Springford, the 1 versus the 8 seed. North Penn expected to win that one. Then you have Ridley, who was really the oddball coming into this year, going against Coatesville. That's going to be a really good matchup. We expect that one to come down to the wire. Then you have Perk Valley and Downingtown East. Downingtown East lost a lot of seniors last year. I expect Perk Valley to come out with that win. Garnet Valley and Neshaminy. Who knows how Garnet Valley will play? Come out in the second half, get their act together. Hopefully Garnet Valley can leave here with a win. It's their toughest matchup of the year by far. If Garnet Valley wins this game, they're either playing Perk Valley or Downingtown East. 3 of the 6 seed. I really feel we could beat either of these teams with our explosive offense. The stats coming into this game, this is one of the closest games we've had this year. Normally Garnet Valley is outscoring the opponent. Neshaminy is averaging more points than Garnet Valley. They're at 37.1. Garnet Valley is at 36.7. Neshaminy gets off to a hot start, falls off down in the second, and it's all uphill from there. Garnet Valley is the opposite. Start off good, fall off. Their third to fourth quarter has been phenomenal so far this year. Both teams have an explosive offense. Neshaminy has an elite defense. Garnet Valley's coming in here with the disadvantage. If they can play their best football, cornerbacks can do well in the coverage because we all know Neshaminy is a pass-friendly team. Then Garnet Valley can come out here with a win. The offensive stats up to this point of the season for Garnet Valley, including last week's game, Jacob Buttermore dominates the stat sheet. You can see he leads in points, leads in rush yards. Fortunately, he's not the quarterback. He'd be leading there as well. Giuliano struggled at quarterback, 27 for 58 on the year. More interceptions than touchdowns. Only 32 yards a game. It's really been a run offense for Garnet Valley. Buttermore has been the main back this year, but Lassick, Patton, Danny Guy, Andrew Mayers, Don Bertone, they've all came in and chipped in and done their part. This has helped Garnet Valley become an elite offense so far this year. Garnet Valley versus CB South at CB South. Great game for Garnet Valley. This one came down to the wire. Stay tuned for the full game because here we go. CB South got things started with the kick return out over the 40-yard line. Great way to get it started is CB South. Looking to come out and get a quick lead on Garnet Valley. Quarterback pitches the ball. Running back is going to get out across the 50, so a great start for CB South. Get it onto Garnet Valley's side of the field. That long run sets up this quarterback keeper on the fake handoff. Puts them up 7-0 on the opening drive against Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley back on their own end. Quarterback looks to throw the ball. This one's intercepted early by CB South. Garnet Valley turns the ball over, so there you go, 7-0, a quick turner from GV. CB South looks deep, receiver was open, a missed opportunity. We saw quite a few of these throughout the game. Could be a big game changer for Garnet Valley as here the quarterback goes, hands this one off underneath. Garnet Valley is still struggling to get anything going. So 7-0 after their interception, they went 3 and out. CB South has had no problem. Here they go, moving the ball out pat towards the 50-yard line, just shy of it. That set up this run by the running back where he was stuffed. So, I mean, Garnet Valley stuffs him on 3rd down right there. Garnet Valley looking to make an answer, have something happen, and nothing. Garnet Valley really struggling. That was 1st down. Here we are on 3rd down. Look to the air again. Receivers just not open, overthrown. Now CB South has the ball after Garnet Valley fails on that drive. Quarterback cuts it back around the side, and he's out across the 50. This is already his 3rd big run, and we're still in the 1st quarter. So it's 7-0. They couldn't get anything out of that run. So here Garnet Valley goes trying to answer back after a good drive with an unsuccessful finish for CB South. Garnet Valley, Jacob Buttermore gets it out around the 25-yard line. They respond here, and they come up big. Quarterback keeps it himself, Nick Giuliano, into the end zone for a touchdown. Garnet Valley ties the game up at 7-7. CB South still looking for some success after that first drive. There they go, absolutely nothing working for them. And here Garnet Valley goes, making things happen. Jacob Buttermore keeps the punt. This did not appear to be a design fake punt. Maybe the snap was low or something. Garnet Valley attempts to settle for 3. Field goal was no good. We're tied at 7-7 as halftime approaches. CB South looking to get something on the board. Can't connect with his receiver. Almost an interception for Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley looking to make something happen on the offensive end. Buttermore, his third big play of the game, breaks free, getting a first down. First you had the explosive run, then the fake punt. Garnet Valley got nothing out of that drive. Here they go, CB South. Stuff behind the line. It was a long, slow drive, ended in a touchdown pass for CB South. Really no big play in that drive. Chip away, chip away, chip away, and then this explosive throw down the field. 14-7, Garnet Valley fails. Another missed opportunity for Garnet Valley on 4th down. So here CB South comes now with their ball, taking advantage of the opportunity and the mistake, and can't connect with his receiver. A missed opportunity. The second one of the game as he overthrew it deep. The same drive after they got the yardage for a first down. Connects with his receiver who gets inside the 20-yard line. 14-7, Garnet Valley's trailing. A score here would be huge for CB South. Quarterback was forced to dance around, and he was brought down inside the 20-yard line. New quarter, so they're going to switch sides. CB South looking to put this game out and make it a 3-possession game. On the short screen, receiver was stuffed. 12-yard line. They're looking to settle for a field goal here. Put Garnet Valley down, make it a 2-possession game, but the snap is over the kicker's head. This gives Garnet Valley a chance, so we're into the 4th quarter. Garnet Valley's trailing 14-7. About 7 minutes in the 4th quarter. We need something to happen here. Garnet Valley will have to play to get a quick score from behind. 14-7 after that generously missed kick, and Jacob Buttermore breaks free. Absolute beast running up the field. Few blockers, and he gets shoe tackled at the 15-yard line. Sets Garnet Valley up. 4th down. Quarterback looks to the air. Garnet Valley season in this throw. Caught by Colin Davis. Got both his feet in for the touchdown. Garnet Valley ties the game on a game-tying catch there. A lob up. Here CB South is on their 3rd down, just looking to make something happen as we're within 2 minutes. No pass interference. Hands up for Garnet Valley. Their first play of the next drive, it's Don Bertone this time. They make something big happen, getting Garnet Valley within field goal range. We're tied up here. They take a shot to put this one away, and another great grab by Colin Davis. This game's over, boys and girls. Garnet Valley comes from behind and wins 21-7. Here CB South is with their last throw of the game. A Hail Mary looking to make something happen. Attempting the pitch party. Very rarely successful. Garnet Valley versus CB South at CB South. Great game for Garnet Valley. This one came down to the wire. Stay tuned for the full game because here we go. CB South got things started with the kick return out over the 40-yard line. Great way to get it started. CB South looking to come out and get a quick lead on Garnet Valley. Quarterback pitches the ball. Running back is going to get out across the 50, so a great start for CB South. Get it onto Garnet Valley's side of the field. That long run sets up this quarterback keeper on the fake handoff. Puts them up 7-0 on the opening drive against Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley back on their own end. Quarterback looks to throw the ball. This one's intercepted early by CB South. Garnet Valley turns the ball over, so there you go, 7-0, a quick turner from GV. CB South looks deep, receiver was open, a missed opportunity. We saw quite a few of these throughout the game. Could be a big game changer for Garnet Valley as here the quarterback goes, hands this one off underneath. Garnet Valley is still struggling to get anything going. So 7-0 after their interception, they went 3 and out. CB South has had no problem. Here they go, moving the ball out towards the 50-yard line, just shy of it. That set up this run by the running back where he was stuffed. So, I mean, Garnet Valley stuffs him on 3rd down right there. Garnet Valley looking to make an answer, have something happen, and nothing. Garnet Valley really struggling. That was first down. Here we are on third down. Look to the air again. Receivers just not open, overthrown. Now CB South has the ball after Garnet Valley fails on that drive. Quarterback cuts it back around the side, and he's out across the 50. This is already his third big run, and we're still in the first quarter. So it's 7-0. They couldn't get anything out of that run. So here Garnet Valley goes trying to answer back after a good drive with an unsuccessful finish for CB South. Garnet Valley, Jacob Buttermore gets it out around the 25-yard line. They respond here, and they come up big. Quarterback keeps it himself, Nick Giuliani.
All right, we're back on with 58 seconds left in the halftime festivities. The Garnet Valley band did a really nice job on the field. I have some scores from around Pennsylvania, actually, and the biggest one is Springford at North Penn, and they're up 38-14 in the second quarter. So that's a huge upset if that were to keep going. We're here at halftime. We Garnet Valley's up 21-7 on the Neshaminy. I saw a score from Ridley playing Coatesville, and Coatesville was winning that game 28-7, and they're in the third quarter. So Ridley's Coatesville has a really good team this year. Ridley's had a great season in the Central League, but they're down 28-7. In the third quarter. Got a score here from Academy Park. Academy Park's up on Bishop Shanahan 14-7. They're at halftime. So, big game tonight was Springford versus North Penn. North Penn was ranked number 1 in District 1, and they seem to be behind Springford. Springford has a real good football team. We know that. Garnet Valley played them last year or the year before, and it was a tough game for Garnet Valley. Neshaminy's coming out of the locker room. They're back on the field. We're going to get started pretty shortly here. Garnet Valley still hasn't come out yet on the field. But, Don, they've played a pretty good half here. Garnet Valley leading 21-7. Neshaminy, they seem to be a comeback team, at least last week. Same score, came back and beat Penridge.
As well as they throw the ball and catch the ball, they're a threat to turn a game around here in the second half. They do get the ball to start the second half. Garnet Valley received the first, received it. No? All right, Garnet Valley gets the ball. Joe Ruck is keeping me straight. So
well, I have to believe that Garnet Valley's or Neshaminy's going to have the win at their back in the fourth quarter, I would think.
Yep.
We're going to have some fireworks here at on this field, I think, in the second half.
This is, we're going to see a lot of passing by the Redskins. The running game has been almost null and void. They ran it a couple times with the Dogba, and then once with the quarterback Mason Jones. But aside from those three runs, Garnet Valley has really stuffed.
Yeah, they've kept him in check. Mason Jones did a couple of those fake handoffs and kind of hit the hole on a delay. Garnet Valley, the first one was well run, but Garnet Valley stopped him on the last couple of times. And Dogba, although he had one or two good runs, he's really been kept in check. At least in the late half of the second quarter, Garnet Valley hit him at least 3 times behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Garnet Valley defensive line has really been outstanding thus far.
And Mason Jones's go-to guy seems to be number 5, which wasn't a surprise.
Manzik.
And number 10, who seems to be getting, likes to get those little short passes and then run after the catch. So Garnet Valley's got a big task ahead of them here. They need to stop them in the second half. They're up 21-7. This is something different we've seen from Garnet Valley with regard to
Garnet Valley. Joe Thomas is leading the warm-up prior to coming out here for the second half kickoff.
Well, there seems to be a lot of enthusiasm on the Garnet Valley sideline right now amongst their players.
Garnet Valley band performed at halftime. We can see the Garnet Valley Jaguar Nation huddled together on the other side of the field. They're doing some kind of a chant, moving back and forth.
Well, we're in a booth here right now, and it's pretty cold in this booth.
Yes.
I can't imagine what it's like on the field or in the stands. The wind hasn't stopped blowing. It's got to be about 25, 35 miles an hour. It's just a straight wind, and it's coming right from left to right on your screen. So Garnet Valley's going to get this ball in the first time in the second half, and they'll have their win in their face.
Yes.
So Garnet Valley's going to have the ball at their back in the fourth quarter.
Yes. Buttermore and Nealon are deep at about the 20.
Neshamany's having a tough time getting this ball set here. Number 9's now holding it for the Neshaminy kicker. So
Dylan McDonald.
now you got to watch out for the squib kick or something.
And we're underway here in the second half. Nealon takes it at the 10.
Here's the
Here
fake.
comes the Wahoo up the other sideline. Does he get to the wall? He does. He gets some yardage. 40. Midfield. 40. 35. 30.
Go.
20. Inside the 20-yard line.
No flags. No flags. What a great run back.
Jerry, I can tell you now that I watched them practice this yesterday.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
They do the fake
They
a lot.
do it on a punt.
Yeah, they do it on a punt. They do it on a kickoff. They set up the line. You're always afraid that somebody's going to do a block in the back.
Yes.
But they really did a nice job holding their blocks.
And Buttermore used the blocks well. He didn't try to just burn down the center. He moved in and out.
I mean, that's the kind of start that you really want from Garnet Valley.
Lassick and Guy in the backfield. Buttermore will take a rest for a while. Lassick inside, picks up a couple inside the 20-yard line. Just underway in the second half. If you tuned in late, Garnet Valley took the opening kickoff. Nealon handed off to Buttermore at about the 15, and Buttermore took it to the Neshaminy 20.
Big chance here for Garnet Valley to put some more points up on the board.
Danny Guy inside.
He's going to go.
And he does.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Garnet Valley. 20-yard run by Danny Guy. Coming back from injury, he's missed about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah,
and now Garnet Valley is up by 3 touchdowns.
It's nice to see Danny Guy come back and score a big playoff touchdown here to make it 27-7. Well, that's the start we wanted, Don.
This is the number 10 team playing the number 2 team. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Well, you couldn't script it any better.
28-7, Garnet Valley leads with 11:05 left to go in the third quarter.
It's going to take a really heroic effort by Neshaminy to put some, put at least 30 points up on the board now. But hey, a lot of game left. Garnet Valley, though, was up to the task. A great run by Buttermore to take the ball down to the 20, 25, and or 15, and Danny Guy picked a hole there up the middle and made it happen.
And again, they're not running, as fast as they can. They're following their blocks. They're looking downfield.
Nice job of just following your blocks. It's right. Being patient with the lineman up front, picking your hole, and then getting to that second level. Neshaminy's had a tough time all night stopping Garnet Valley's running game, at least at the second level. And they're playing a 6'2", 6'4". So, that's kudos to the offensive line and getting off their blocks and maintaining their blocks.
Buttermore will kick. It's a little pop-up. Taken and dropped, and Garnet Valley recovers inside the 40-yard line.
Wow, it's, Garnet Valley's got all the momentum going for it right now.
See if we can see who who picked this off.
Did a really
Joe.
nice job and just kicking it about 10, 15 yards. It's not a squib kick, but he got it to a lineman, who probably not used to holding on to the ball or catching the ball. And Garnet Valley was right there to make sure that they got the ball back. Garnet Valley looks very well
Bounces
prepared
off.
tonight. Good job by the coaching
We
staff.
still can't see the Giuliano keeps it himself, gets blasted, but he picks up a yard.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by number 5, who cleaned it up. But Giuliano was held on to the ball, picked up about a yard.
2nd and 9 at the Neshaminy 39.
Neshaminy still playing that 6. It's like a hybrid 6-4. I'll call it. There's nobody in the backfield at all. They literally got
No, they don't have any defensive
6 guys
backs,
up on the line of scrimmage and 4 linebackers.
Lassick off left tackle. Picks up the first down and beyond.
Wow, what a great job by Laxey, keeping his feet moving, keeping his legs moving. He's a low runner, got a low center of gravity, and he just made that happen on his own. He was stopped about 3 yards and just kept moving his feet and got the first down.
Ball's at the 25-yard line of Neshaminy.
And what's happening is that once the running backs get beyond that initial level, they got some room.
Second man is Buttermore. He picks up about 3.
Right now, the Garnet Valley line on both sides of the ball is really having a good night tonight. It's 9:47 in the third quarter. It's 28-7. Garnet Valley playing a really well-balanced game right now.
Buttermore did not practice this week. Due to just body fatigue. Oh! Garnet Valley recovered. It was a Giuliano fumble. And looks like
we've got a third down here, 3rd and about 9, 3rd and 8. Big play here for Garnet Valley. Try to get him to go off sides. It didn't happen. Garnet Valley's taking its time. Looks like there's a check off.
Giuliano hands to Buttermore. He's right at the 20.
He picked up about 4 yards. We got 4th and 5. I suspect Garnet Valley's going to go for it. Let's see what they come up with here. You might see them try that little pitch out on the outside. They like to do that.
Buttermore and
I
Lassick.
don't think you're going to see Garnet Valley throw the ball, but
Oh, did he jump off sides? I
it
guess
looked
not.
like it. It looked like it, but just got back in time. Might see a pitch here.
Oh, if he gets outside. Yeah. Lassick is held up at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will go over to Neshaminy with 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Garnet Valley leading 28-7.
Well, it wasn't a pitch. It was something right up the kind of off tackle, and Neshaminy was up to the task and held their ground. So we got first down going the other way.
We'll say hello to a number of Garnet Valley former teachers and administrators. Rich Castafaro, George. Hang on while I get this play. Another handoff inside to Dogba, and he gets nothing.
Yeah,
George Winter, Dale Cressley, Jerry Demling, Cap Knight, and Mo Frank.
Neshaminy had their running back almost up to the line of scrimmage. He was lead back, and that's exactly where they went. And Garnet Valley held the ground and made a nice tackle. And they're really getting behind the line of scrimmage right now and not giving Dogba any room at all to run.
One wide receiver and one slot back to each side.
There's a slant.
To the outside, through his hands. Ball intended for number 9. That's Zach Kennemore, but incomplete.
Yeah, the weather conditions right now are probably making it really tough out there on the field. I mean, he throws a nice ball. He throws it pretty quick, and it just went through his hands.
Neshaminy only has another 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play with the wind at their back. One wide receiver and one slot back to each side again.
They like number 5 and number 10 in this.
Here comes Shane Downiggan up the middle. Oh, and 25 cuts across the middle and gets the first down yardage.
Yeah, it was a nice, well-designed play by Neshaminy. Number 5 kind of did a 10-yard, and he stopped. It was almost like a pick, and the wide receiver did an inside slant and worked off his inside. And nice throw by the quarterback.
Dave Wood and
first down.
Kneeling on the tackle, Corey Joyce made the catch. First and 10. Ball's handed off to Dogba. He picks up a couple.
Again, Garnet Valley doing a nice job in keeping the running back only to like 3 yards.
Joe Thomas and Rob Monticello in on the tackle.
Got to make sure that, Neshaminy doesn't go deep on one of these plays here since they have the wind to their back. Right now, they kind of kept everything in front. Nothing's been down the field.
Pass down the middle, caught. Nice play. Manzik.
And that was kind of a little pop pass over the middle. I think he lined up on the inside, as a tight end, released, and then came over the middle.
First and 10. Neshaminy at their own 45-yard line. Garnet Valley leads 28-7 with 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Neshaminy's kind of taken what Garnet Valley's given them. Garnet Valley's playing a little bit off the wide receivers, and there's another one.
Short pass, good for about 6 yards.
Yeah, they're not going to try and give up anything long, and they're keeping everything in front of them. There's some timing plays out there that Neshaminy's taking advantage of.
Zach Treadway, number 1 on that completion.
A lot of substitutions.
Second and 3.
By Neshaminy. Neshaminy may have just said, you know what, we're just going to pass this ball since we have the win at our back. Somebody looked like he went off sides.
Ball goes to Dogba outside, gets the first down. Stops the clock. Of course, inside the 45 at about the Garnet Valley 43.
Just as I said, they're going to pass the ball. They do a run out on the outside. Neshaminy's got a drive working here. Garnet Valley's got to come up and make a couple of plays.
First and 10.
Garnet Valley's got two defensive
Dogba
backs.
is hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. Shane Donegan.
Another nice job by Garnet Valley stopping Dogba. He's not getting any room at all to hit that second level and run.
Loss of 3.
He's slowly walking back to the huddle. Garnet Valley's doing a nice job, though. They're playing two defensive backs that are deep, a little bit deep. So got to watch number 5 here.
Here
There's
comes
that pick
the
play.
rush, and it got to him. Rob Monticello.
Man, he's got such a motor tonight. He's just, blowing up that line. It's really tough to block him tonight.
3rd and 21. Neshaminy ball at their own 45. They have to get to the Garnet Valley 33-yard line for a first down. 3rd down.
I think you might see Garnet Valley do a blitz here.
Garlic comes to the slot on this
Yeah,
side.
you got to watch him.
Jones throws low, incomplete.
Garnet Valley looked like they were going to blitz, and they actually didn't. They just pulled back and had the linebacker go into that little area.
Ball intended for Gordon, but ball was thrown low, incomplete, and it is 4th and 21.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it here. 3:45 left in the third quarter, 28-7. They have to make something happen. It's a big play for Garnet Valley. They just
Certainly
need
is.
to knock. They
Yep.
just need to knock it down.
Yep.
Just knock it down.
4th and 21 at their own 45-yard line.
See if they come back to that little screen.
Here comes the rush, and they get to him, and he loses the ball, but it was going to go over to Garnet Valley anyway.
Wow, that pass rush for Garnet Valley has really done a nice job tonight. The guys up front are really, just firing off the ball.
Joe D'Antonio recovered the fumble. Garnet Valley takes over at the 41-yard line of Neshaminy. We'll call it the 42-yard line. Garnet Valley comes out and lines up right over the ball.
Garnet Valley's playing with a lot of confidence tonight. Wouldn't you say, Don?
Yes, they are.
Don, I just gave you a big softball there.
Yes, they are.
There you go. Hit it out of the park, Don. Way to go.
Lassick off left tackle. Gets close to a first down.
He was thrown for another couple of yards forward.
We haven't seen Austin Patton tonight.
Nah,
Seen a mix of Austin Patton or
Lassick,
Buttermore, and
Danny Guy. Yep.
2nd and 1. Buttermore's the second man. I don't even know if he got it.
No, I don't think he did. I think he's a little short. I would think Garnet Valley's probably going to go 2 downs here. 2:47 left in the third quarter. I mean, the running game has been playing pretty well. Their offensive line has played really outstanding tonight. Neshaminy's in that 6-2. They got 2 guys over the left tackle.
Lassick, first down. And more to the 15. Gain of about 16 yards.
What a nice job
Off
by
left tackle.
Lassick. What happened was Neshaminy thought there was going to be an outside pitch there, and they had 2 guys over top of the left tackle. And that's exactly where Garnet Valley ran to, but they over-pursued it initially, and Lassick was able to get through that first level and get to the second level and get the first down.
Joey D'Antonio and Ryan Shomo on this side made
Really,
the opening for Lassick.
Really did a nice job. You see where the
Lassick keeps it himself again, or takes it himself again. Picks up about 5.
Neshaminy's really overplaying the off tackles because they have their two linebackers set up. One's over the tackle, one's on the outside of the tackle, defensive tackle. And the middle seems to be a little bit wide open, a little bit open for Garnet Valley.
Pick up a 4. It's 2nd and 6.
The defensive line for Neshaminy in the front are pinching in to close down that middle.
Buttermore picks up maybe a yard.
I would think Neshaminy thinks that Garnet Valley is going to try and maybe go to that wide side of the field, maybe a pitch to the wide side, get Buttermore out there, get Danny Guy out there. But that's when you see Garnet Valley maybe come back with a counter to the left side here.
Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Ball's at the 10.
Here's the left side.
Keeps it himself. Giuliano inside the 5. Should be a first down.
That's what we were talking about. They kind of faked it to the right and came back to the left side, short side of the field.
First and goal at the 4. 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Garnet Valley just being methodical with the ball here on this drive. Nothing fancy, just,
Yep.
good hard running up the field. It's what they do.
Running this left side. I think Buttermore fell down.
Yeah, he did. He tried to make a cut and just kind of fell down.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Garnet Valley sprints to the sideline. Well, some of them sprint to the sideline.
Well, that was a great third quarter for Garnet
Yes,
Valley.
it was.
They came out, big return with the return, about 60-yard return, and then Danny Guy putting it in. Garnet Valley's done a nice job holding Neshaminy in check for the most part. Now they're knocking on the door right now.
Interior of the defensive line for Garnet Valley has been
We got somebody
outstanding.
hurt on the field for Neshaminy, number 76.
Kyle Osterhout. So Garnet Valley will have the wind at its back. Not that they're going to throw the ball, but that puts the wind in the face of Neshaminy here in the fourth quarter.
I got to believe Neshaminy's probably not going to be punting at all in the fourth quarter. If they have to, they're probably going to go for it. I mean, they're down 28-7. A score here would be huge for Garnet Valley. If they don't get it, at least they've, they got the ball down here near the goal line. So, fourth quarter, anything could happen. Garnet Valley is playing well tonight, though.
They really are.
So, not trying to jinx them, just trying to get them through the fourth quarter here.
Giuliano picked up a critical first down there. Fourth and about 4, and he got it inside the
Yeah, it was a good read on
5-yard
Giuliano's part. He read the defensive back coming down and faked it and got around the end. Big first down. He's played well tonight.
Garnet Valley comes out over the ball, set up at the 4-yard line. First and goal, second and goal. At the Neshaminy 4. Buttermore gets it inside to about the 1.
He's right on the goal line.
Off left tackle again. Alex Yao is back in the game with Joey D'Antonio on that side.
Got to believe they're going to run, right, Don?
It's within.
There's another softball for you. What do you think they're going to do here?
It's within the 1-yard line. I think we're in 2-down territory too, Jared. What do
I
you
think you are. Hey, you know what? Maybe you throw a pass here just to see what they would do. Surprise everybody.
Giuliano just sneaks it in underneath Mahoney for a
He's
touchdown, and he's in. And the Garnet Valley leads 34-7.
Yeah, I was joking when he was about to
This is the
throw.
number 10 seed beating the number 2 seed, and you can see the cars exiting the parking lot.
Yeah, good call. I mean, he just needed a yard. It was a quarterback sneak. Garnet Valley's really just taking control of this game now, 34-7, with 11:16 left in the fourth quarter.
Buttermore to pump a kick, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
I mean, I don't think anybody saw this coming here tonight. What do you think, Don? 35-7 in the fourth quarter.
I thought Garnet Valley had a fighter's chance.
Well,
and
I
certainly
was,
not 35-7.
We were hearing all week that Garnet Valley was, they had their heads in the game. They were being well prepared by the coaches. It was a really good week of practice, from what I understand. They're concentrating on this game here tonight, and it shows on the field. I mean, this is a good football team. Neshaminy's a good football team. They're 11-0. They're scoring 40 poents a game.
11-0 in the Suburban
They got a really
League.
good quarterback, really good running back. They got good size. There's no slouch here. And for what Garnet Valley's done, at least up until this point, they've really played a phenomenal game here. So we still have a lot of game left. Nothing's a given. Garnet Valley just got to keep on playing the way they've been playing. But, possessions are going to be only going to probably be about 4 more possessions.
Buttermore will kick off.
And the wind's going to be a factor here tonight. I'm sure it's been a factor all night.
He hits this one, and it goes out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. It'll come out to the 35-yard line, where Neshaminy will put it in play at their own 35.
Well, we're going to see what this quarterback's about, because they now have to probably throw just about every play. And it may throw a run in, just try and get a first down if it's short, but I think you're going to see a lot of trips, 4 wide receivers, probably keep it back in to block Garnet Valley's rush, which has really been outstanding tonight. They have, 3 or 4 sacks, I think, already tonight. Actually, it looks like the wind's picking up right now.
It does.
There's a little screen
little
pass.
Screen to the back, and he is hit hard. That's number 10, Mike Garlick. He's a
good player.
He's a good player.
He gets a lot of yards after the catch. He does a nice job once he gets the ball. He's got some speed.
5'8", 162, but he plays bigger or tougher than that.
Garnet Valley's just got to keep the ball in front of him right now. Just keep the ball in front.
Mason Jones throws incomplete to Garlick. Thrown behind him.
Garnet Valley came out with a four down lineman with a linebacker on the outside. He seems to be playing on the wide side. Wherever the wide side is, Garnet Valley has the linebacker there to standing up. Number 1's out there for Neshaminy, but it looks like he's hurt.
Zach Treadway, yeah, I saw him limping out of the
He's been limping all night.
Yep.
Got to watch number 5 here.
Low snap. He throws it and gets a completion. He gets a completion. And he breaks tackles. Does Monzak. And he's down inside the 15-yard line. They had him tackled at the 40.
Yeah, you can't take a
at
play
the at the Neshaminy 40.
Can't take a play off. That was actually a play that he almost got sacked because the ball was hiked low. Just one of those plays, give credit to the number 5. I mean, he made that happen. They had him within 5-10 yards, and he just kept fighting. So Garnet Valley's got to, step it up a little bit here.
Dogba looking for running room. Gets some inside the 10 to about the 6.
The wind has really picked up here. last couple of minutes. There's all kinds of things flying around in the sky right now.
Yes.
I mean, it went from at least 20 miles to about 50 miles an hour. So it's got to be really tough on that field right now.
Jones hands off to Rooney. Rooney picks up maybe a yard. He needed 2.
Clock keeps ticking. It's 9:27. We're under 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Garnet Valley leads 35-7. So it's
Shiraki makes the tackle. It is
third down.
and 1 at the 7, at the Garnet Valley 7.
They can still get a first down. Garnet Valley just needs to make sure that they get the clock down here. Taking a lot of time.
Dogba runs it himself. The Wildcat formation gets to the 1.
Nice play by Dogba to get in the first down. Garnet Valley did a nice job of tripping him up, though.
They snap the ball straight to him in the Wildcat formation.
Clock still
Looks
running.
like we're in the Wildcat again.
Yep.
Dogba will take it himself.
Watch the wide side of the field here.
Looking for a hole, and he gets into the end zone. Dogba scores on a 1-yard scamper, and with 8:31 left to play in the game, Garnet Valley leads 35-13.
Well, the question is, can Neshaminy come all the way back with 8 minutes left to put some points on the board here against Garnet Valley? Yeah, you got to believe they're going to do an onside kick here. They got to get the ball back. These extra points are big here. Somebody went off sides.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Wow, looked like their guard went off sides. He moved early, and nobody saw it out there.
Sure did. So Garnet Valley leads 35-14 with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left to play.
That ball looked a little wide though, too, here.
It
was leaning.
Yep.
Well,
Garnet Valley should have their hands team on the field because Neshaminy needs the ball back.
Yeah, and
Neshaminy
first thing is to get the ball in your possession and then take some time off the clock for Garnet Valley. A couple of first downs is what you need here.
Neshaminy needs multiple possessions.
Right.
Down by 21 points.
They still have their timeouts left, I believe. 3 timeouts left. So you got a lot of hands, guys, right up here on the front.
Let's see, Lassick, Bertone, Wood, Davis, Austin Patton.
Need a big play here, Garnet Valley. He kicks it deep.
Fair catch called and doesn't handle it. He made a fair catch but didn't get to the ball.
I think Garnet Valley got it. Boy, that was big for Garnet Valley. I mean, that was huge for Garnet Valley getting the ball. I don't know who came up with it.
Matt Lassick handed the ball to the official.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that wins games for you because to give Neshaminy the ball back with 8:31 left, to give them momentum, I mean, that's something you just don't want to do.
Absolutely.
You want to take time off of this clock right now as much as you can.
Matt Burbo was calling for a fair catch, but the ball held up so much in the wind that he couldn't get to the ball. But Lassick came back and recovered.
Timeout.
The Redskins call timeout.
Well, that's kind of odd.
After when the clock was stopped.
Yeah, I sometimes that happens. You don't know. Maybe somebody's hurt. Maybe they didn't see. They saw something out there to burn a timeout. Number 5 looks like he's limping out there. Now they got, or number 6. So I think they're down to 2 timeouts left. Well, this game ain't over. There's a lot of time, 8:30, 8:31. Garnet Valley needs to put a drive here together, at least take some time off the clock. They've been playing, the running game has been playing pretty well all night. Neshaminy's playing almost a 7-man front.
Buttermore crashes into that 7-man front and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I like to see the refs call the whistle a little bit sooner, man. That's a long time for the player Garnet Valley to be surrounded by about eight guys in there.
I don't know whether Garnet Valley wants to be pitching the ball, but right now the way that
they're playing everything
they're
inside.
playing so much in the middle that the outside should be open. Giuliano keeps it, gets out over the 40, pickup of about 6.
Yeah, that's the right play for that defense right now.
3rd and 4.
I got to think that you're going to see Garnet Valley go off tackle again. Maybe they'll do the counter.
Zillick, Wooten, and John Rickey are the tight ends. Giuliano
nice
keeps it
cut.
himself. Nice move. Gets out over midfield and picks up a first down. Stays in bounds.
That was one of the best runs we've seen Giuliano do all year, I think. Really nice cut there at the line of scrimmage to get himself free for another couple of yards. And, that's a first down. That's huge.
Ball's at the 48-yard line of Neshaminy.
Gain of about 8.
Yes, it was. Garnet Valley and Neshaminy played preseason with Downingtown West. It was a three-way scrimmage. So Garnet Valley was familiar with Neshaminy a little bit. Look at Lassick go.
Wow, what a hard run by Lassick. I mean, he was stopped at the line of scrimmage and just kept moving his feet, moving his legs. What a strong kid. Garnet Valley's now, it's 6:35 left in the 4th quarter. Clock's running down. Right now, Neshaminy has to do something to stop Garnet Valley and get the ball back. But Garnet Valley doesn't want to give it up.
2nd and 4. Buttermore picks up a couple. Picks up 3. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1. Oh.
Neshaminy was almost playing a 7-man line there. They're selling out right now. They know they have to. We're under 6 minutes here left in the 4th quarter.
Ball's right at the 40. They have to get to the 42-yard line for a first down, or 38-yard line for a first down.
Started this drive with about 8.5 minutes left. Clock's running. Garnet Valley's being pretty patient with the ball here.
Giuliano breaks a tackle and gets a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. I mean, they blitzed the linebacker. Looked like he had him from behind in the backfield, and Giuliano just slipped through and got the first down.
1st and 10 at the Neshaminy 30-yard line.
I tell you, with the way this game is, and you thought that prior run was the best run, that was the run that may do it in this game here. I mean, that's going to take some time off the ball, off the clock. What a good run by Giuliano, who's played probably his best game of the season.
Lassick for about 3 or 4.
And he's just carrying guys with him. I mean, he's getting hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's carrying 2 or 3 kids with him for 3 yards.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7.
I got to believe Neshaminy's going to have to start thinking about some timeouts here. I mean, we got a 3-possession game right now, just to tie it.
And there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Garnet Valley's just going to pound the ball. Buttermore Gets the first and beyond.
There he goes.
To the 8-yard line.
Yeah, he's not to be denied. What a good run by Buttermore. I mean, that's just a senior taking it on his back and saying, here we go, guys. Let's get the next week. Well, I'm really impressed by the way Garnet Valley's played tonight. I mean, there's 4 minutes left in this game, but they're up by 35-14, and they're just taking over the game right now. Certainly not trying to jinx them. They just played a really good game,
both offensively and defensively.
I mean, to get to the second round of playoffs, and you're playing really good teams right now, and the way they've come out here and played on both sides of the ball.
Buttermore inside the 5 to about the 3.
And we're under 4 minutes here. I mean, it's, I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's really got to be tough for Neshaminy to come back in this ball game, fighting to win and then having to come up with at least 3 touchdowns to tie. The clock just keeps running.
Danny Guy comes in, and a very fatigued-looking Buttermore goes off. And I just saw a little conversation and some body language saying we might be looking for a field goal from you. So, and touchdown. Danny Guy scores his second touchdown of the night.
Wow, 41-14. Garnet Valley over Neshaminy with 3:11 left in the game. What a way to come out tonight and just put everything on the line, play with your hearts, with confidence. What a great effort by Garnet Valley tonight.
And as we've been saying, Garnet Valley has played as decisively better than Neshaminy as the score indicates.
Yeah, look, Garnet Valley's no slouch. I mean, they're 9-2, and they got beaten overtime by Haverford on a night where they fumbled the ball 4 times in the rain, and they got beat by Ridley on a fourth quarter late touchdown. Otherwise, they've had a really great season.
Yes, they have.
I don't think if you would have said in the beginning of the season, hey, this team is going to go 9-2 and go deep in the playoffs, I don't think we would be thinking that.
Not after that Haverford game. It looked like, oh boy, what a way to lose.
Yeah, but give the coaches credit.
Absolutely.
And then give the kids credit for
senior leadership. I understand is very, very important with this team. These
and it just trickles down to your juniors and sophomores that are coming up to see the way the seniors play. I mean, they want to keep going for each team each year. Really impressive game tonight by Garnet Valley. I mean, it's 42-14 against an undefeated Neshaminy team that probably came in here thinking, they're going to be on a positive side of the ball tonight, given the way they played. And
Garnet Valley was the only seed between 9 and 16 to move on last week, and here we are, going to move on another time.
Yeah, it's got to be the talk of District 1 right now. How Garnet Valley was seeded and now has beat the number 8 seed and number 2 seed.
7 and 2.
7-2. I don't know what happens next week. Do they have a home playoff game? That's remains.
We become the second seed. According to Greg, my son Greg, who is my mentor about these playoff situations, he said we take over the number 2 seed in the format.
Past the number 10, Garnet Valley's
Mike Garlick
got the first down. Well, I got to, look, Matt Jones, the quarterback, has had a phenomenal career here at Neshaminy. He's a 3-year starter. He's a senior, 6'3". I don't know where he's going to play ball at the next level if he is, but a really good quarterback, really good athlete.
This young fellow, Zach Treadway, number 1, is.
Yeah, he looks like he's been limping all night. He's probably a senior. He's giving it all he can out there.
Dogba is taken down by Joe Thomas in the backfield.
And I tell you, that's one of the reasons why Garnet Valley's won this game here tonight, is because they have not let Dogba beat them at all. He came in here averaging 7 yards a carry And, Garnet Valley just has stopped him cold all night long.
Just informed that Treadway, the fellow that's been limping, is a senior and just wants to play. He's got a contusion of his leg, but
got to hot wrap him.
Dave Wood hits number 15, Sean Stewart, but he doesn't go down easy, Stewart.
Well, they're not giving up back on the field. Neither team is giving up. We're seeing some hard hits.
Garnet Valley 44-yard line.
Got under 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Garnet Valley's going to win this game. One of the best wins.
One of the more surprising wins that we've ever seen, Jer.
Oh, absolutely. Over the last several years, this is a decisive win, and just a really well played game by Garnet Valley on both sides of the ball. And coaches should take a lot of credit as well as the kids. But they certainly came in here prepared with what they wanted to do.
The offensive and defensive lines have owned the line of scrimmage. There's a short pass. Shane Donegan got his hands on it.
Well, they're playing till the last whistle. We got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. 42-14. It was worth that 2-hour trip up here, wasn't it, Don?
Yes, it was. This is a great surprise. I want to thank Goody Marcuson for filling in for Billy Vinci tonight on the camera. Joe Ruck keeping us on the air on the technical side. Jerry Montella filling in for Pat Patterson. Here comes the rush. Gets to Mason Jones just as he throws. That was Josh Shiraki.
Well, what a big heart out there for number one. It looks like he's just having a hard time moving around, but he's out there playing.
His right leg, I am told. 4th down and 3 at the Garnet Valley 38-yard line. Matt Parker is in at cornerback on this side.
Garnet Valley's left it all on the field tonight.
Oh, Shane Donegan had a pick, but he got right into the passing lane and knocked it down. Garnet Valley takes over with 1:08 to play.
It's going to do it.
And that will be...
It's a big W for Garnet Valley. One of the best
whiz.
wins that they've had in this program, the last several years. Come in, you're the 10th seed?
10th seed.
10th seed, and you beat the number 2 on their field on a blustery, cold night, and you get your 10th win to do it.
Yes. Coaches, the coaching staff, the players deserve a hats off for this one. This was
remarkable win here for Garnet Valley.
Yes, it was. Victory formation. Isn't that a great thing to see on an away game in a playoff?
Thank you. Some fans here telling us good luck the rest of the way. Good sportsmanship. I think this has been a good game by not a lot of penalties, not kind of crazy stuff going on.
Early penalties for motion against Neshaminy that.
Well, if you're out there, you're a Garnet Valley fan, you got to be proud of this win tonight. This caps a really good season up to now.
Yes, it does.
And we're looking at maybe a home game next week, next Friday night.
They're the number 2 seed, and they will play the second lowest seed that's left.
A lot of happy kids on that Garnet Valley sideline.
I mean,
they really just took over the game. Came out fast in the first quarter and just never let up. I mean, there was never really a time that they had some problems.
Springford was playing North Penn tonight.
And they were beating North Penn pretty handily in the second half.
Well, Springford is the number 8 seed, so they might be traveling to us. Coatesville was beating Ridley pretty handily, right?
Yeah.
They're the number 4 seed. And Downingtown East was a number 6 seed.
I don't know what happened. So it looks like it might be Springford, which is a really good team.
The Garnet Valley cheerleaders and the Jaguar Nation take to the field.
Well, as tough as this game was, it doesn't get any easier now that you're in this level of the playoffs. I mean, whoever they see on Friday night, it's going to be a really good team, and they're going to have to be just as well prepared and up for it. You know, they have some momentum now. You just don't want to see it kind of wane. You know, it's just a really good.
Jaguar Nation is out on the field.
Just a really good win.
One of the fans just chest bumped Denny Nealon and knocked Denny Nealon over.
Good luck to Garnet Valley as they move on. And Neshaminy, thank you.
We may be playing either Springford or Downingtown East. And I have a feeling it might be Springford if they beat North Penn.
We are Don Mink, Jerry Montella, Joe Ruck, and Goody Marcuson signing off saying we'll talk to you again next week for Garnet Valley's 3rd playoff game.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.